Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Battle of Ireland is about to begin. The winner will claim 5th place here at the 2018 EPFA Champions Cup for Power Soccer Shop. I'm Tony Jackson. DCU Storm, Midlands United, set to do battle here momentarily. I want to thank you all for joining us here. It is just about 5 a.m. on the east coast of the United States. I want to thank you all from wherever you're watching around the world. Hopefully you enjoy this match, and hopefully you've been enjoying our coverage all week here from Ho, Denmark. Before we begin, I want to remind you once again that Power Soccer Shop now has a YouTube channel. So go on youtube.com, search for Power Soccer Shop, and click that subscribe button today. It'll be a simulcast of this live stream as well as other videos related to Power Soccer Shop and the Strike Force that you see out here today. So youtube.com, Power Soccer Shop, click subscribe. Midlands United about to start off this match. And Tom Donner starts things off. Tommy Winter. Donner over to Winter, but Winter not in place. That ball was behind him, so kick in coming up for DCU Storm. And that ball just going to sail all the way across the court and out of play. Kick in coming up for Midlands United. Donner a little too heavy on the touch, so Emer O'Sullivan for DCU Storm now going to take the kick. And that ball off of McNichol, Donner and McNichol. And nearly the entirety of the Irish national team being represented here in this match, with all 4 starters for DC Storm featured on the Ireland side. Now Winters with the ball, and he tried to keep that ball under control. It's going to go out of play, and this is a kick-in, great opportunity to start out for DCU Storm. Montvilas, that ball gets through, and we're going to get a 2-on-1 violation. And the Midlands United coaches are complaining to the referee, saying that Sean Donner is the goalkeeper, and it's quite obvious that he is the goalkeeper. He's wearing the white shirt, but as it stands, indirect free kick coming up for a DCU Storm. Nagalis Montvilas with a shot. O'Sullivan kicks it back out to McNichol. McNichol, O'Sullivan back up, and that's a 2-on-1 violation on DCU Storm. Sean Donner ready to kick. Winter trying to cut off O'Sullivan. Now Emer O'Sullivan with the ball, trying to get around Donner. Oh, and Emer O'Sullivan with a little move to fake out Sean Donner puts DCU Storm on the board first. Let's watch this replay. And Emer O'Sullivan really just one-on-one with Donner. And again, just a little fake move to freeze Donner, and that was enough to give DCU Storm the first goal of the match. So Tom Donner setting up. And DCU Storm content to just let that roll out for a goal kick. Donner, cross-court pass. Connor Troy couldn't quite catch up with it, so O'Sullivan taking the kick. Connor Troy almost got to that one. Donner, pass over to O'Sullivan. Tom Donner with the ball. Tom Donner, no one to pass to, so he's just holding onto the ball, and now the pass comes across, cut off by McNichol. 2-on-1 violation on DCU Storm. Donner going over to Troy. Pass cut off by McNichol. Donner holds onto the ball. EPFA McNichol now turning Tom Donner. McNichol moving down the floor. That ball is off of Donner. Another kick in coming up for DC Storm. Naglis Montvilas going to take the kick. Midlands United stacking up in that walled defense. Quite a bit of space between the Donner brothers. Let's see if Montvilas tries to pick that space out. He goes right across. O'Sullivan's going to take a shot. That ball back to the far post. And that one just picked out by Tom Donner. Montvilas right into that wall off of Sean Donner. Montvilas takes another shot that goes across to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan takes a shot. McNichol, the pass is cut off by Tommy Winters. Lots of ball movement happening right now. And a 2-on-1 violation. Naglis Montvilas goes right off of Tom Donner, and that was dangerously close to bouncing into the goal. Montvilas at the far post, McNichol at the near post, and Emer O'Sullivan going to take this kick. McNichol denied by Sean Donner. Tom Donner now trying to drive the ball out of the area. McNichol tries to kick over to Montvilas. Montvilas sends that one out of play. Connor Troy. Tom Donner dragging Montvilas. That ball bounces out. Corner kick coming up. Midlands United trying to equalize here. We're in the 8th minute of the match. Tommy Winters is going to take the kick. Tom Donner at the near post and Connor Troy at the far post. Winters cut off by McNichol, and Naglis Montvilas opened up his chair but couldn't turn it back in to control it. Ava McNichol, nice move to get around Donner. Monvilas, pass back up, cut off by Tommy Winters. Nicholas Monvilas with a shot, saved by Sean Donner. And now Monvilas looking to pass to McNichol. McNichol winding up for a 180 spin kick. Another save by Sean Donner. Loads of offense for DCU Storm early on here. They already have a goal. We're in the 10th minute. Monvilas all the way across. O'Sullivan with a shot. Emer O'Sullivan puts it home, and it is now 2-0 DCU Storm. And that ball had plenty of pace to get across, and you see Sean Donner just backs up, and that allowed the ball to go straight through, and Emer O'Sullivan was surely not to miss that one. It's, again, 2-0 DCU Storm over Midlands. Tom Donner, again, just punching that ball down the floor, trying to pin back DCU Storm. The referee is going to call a 2-on-1 violation. And here is a good position for Midlands United to try to get one back here. They trail by 2. Tom Donner going to take the kick. Tommy Winter at the top of the goal area. Connor Troy at the far post. That shot right into McNichol. That ball is out of play, and it's going to be a kick in. Actually, the officials are going to say it's a set ball, so Tom Donner and Ava McNichol going to take it here. Nice move, Ava McNichol. Donner sends one all the way across to Connor Troy. McNichol. Tom Donner hits it off of McNichol. He could have really just let that one roll out. Sean Donner now called into action. Ava McNichol takes the ball away. Tom Donner, Sean Donner working together. Ava McNichol trying to work around Tom Donner. No support there. I think McNichol was under the impression that O'Sullivan was back there behind her, but she had already cleared out. Naglas Monvilas, however, keeps the DCU Storm attack going. Monvilas off of Sean Donner. O'Sullivan right into that wall. Nice turn by Tom Donner. Monvilas, however, right there. The pass comes across, and that's a 2-on-1 violation. Monvilas, another quick kick. Donner tries to go to Winters, but Winters not ready for that pass. McNichol working down the floor. Tommy Winters trying to turn her back around, but EPFA McNichol, very good player one-on-one. She takes Tommy Winters, and that ball is out of play. Another kick in for DC Storm coming up. Naglis Monfilas into Sean Donner.
Get it out.
Monfilas into Donner again now. EPFA McNichol breaking down the floor. Tommy Winters is on the ball. Tommy Winters taking on Patrick Flanagan. Winters trying to kick it out to Tom Donner. And now Flanagan, Patrick Flanagan. The pass to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's winding up for a shot. She didn't really get a lot of pace on it. Sean Donner is there, but Patrick Flanagan there to apply pressure on the Midlands defense. Monfilas is there. Now Monfilas with a shot. Tom Donner there to save it. We're going to get a 2-on-1 violation on Patrick Flanagan and Naglis Monfilas. 16th minute. Donner really doesn't have a lot of passing options. Really, Tom Donner, his only option at the moment. Donner going to slide it over to Tommy Winters. Winters, the cross-court pass cut off by McNichol. And that ball springs out and a 2-on-1 violation called. This is going to be an indirect free kick for DCU Storm. And looks like the referee has his microphone unplugged from the transmitter, so we'll get them all sorted out. Monfilas to McNichol. Naglis Monfilas now driving towards the Midlands goal area again. Monfilas sends one towards the post. Sean Donner makes a save. And now McNichol takes that ball away from Tommy Winters. The pass comes across Monfilas, setting up for a shot. Naglis Monfilas, his shot blocked by Tom Donner, and it goes out of play. Kicking coming up for Midlands United. That was a nice shot by Naglis Monfilas, a really hard angle, but he managed to wrap his chair around that ball and time that shot pretty well. With Sullivan all the way across to Monfilas. Monfilas. And a 2-on-1 violation on Midlands United. EPFA McNichol over to Monfilas. Monfilas taps that ball off of Donner. Donner does well to hold on to the ball. Donner trying to go behind McNichol. That ball last touching off of Donner, and again a kick in for DCU Storm. A lot of pressure being put on that Midlands United defense. However, it's held up pretty well. And another 2-on-1 violation. really tight calls on the 2-on-1 violation. O'Sullivan back to McNichol. McNichol, Montvilas takes a shot. That ball comes back out to McNichol, across to O'Sullivan, and a 2-on-1 violation, this time on DCU Storm. Sean Donner, Tom Donner cut off by McNichol. Sean Donner, the keeper, moving the ball down the floor, trying to get around Emer O'Sullivan. Now Emer O'Sullivan one-on-one with Tom Donner. Can she get around him? Sean Donner breaking back towards the goal area. Tom Donner trying to work around McNichol. We're out of time here in the first half. Midlands United trying to get their first goal of the match. Ethan McNichol, nicely done there. There's the halftime whistle. Again, DC Storm, 2 goals in the first half. That is their lead at the moment. Midlands United trying to get some kind of offense going. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the second half, you're watching the 5th place match at the 2018 EPFA Champions Cup. Second half about to begin. The Battle of Ireland is in control right now by DCU Storm. They lead 2-0 for Power Soccer Shop. I'm Tony Jackson, and DCU Storm will start off the second half. That ball bounces to McNichol. Tom Donner with a pass. McNichol slams and gets slammed into by Tommy Winters. And a warning from the referee. So a free kick coming up for DCU Storm. But not before EPFA McNichol has herself readjusted a little bit. Sometimes when you drive these high performance chairs, you have to be in the absolute correct position. Otherwise, it kind of throws off your timing and your ability to control the chair. Donner loses the ball to McNichol. Now McNichol on Sean Donner. Tom Donner drops back into the goal area. McNichol getting position here. McNichol across, but nothing doing there. And we're going to get a foul on McNichol for slamming into Donner. Sean Donner Tom Donner sends the ball the wrong way. Emer O'Sullivan with a shot off of Tom Donner. Not the deflection that Tom Donner wanted, as Emer O'Sullivan wound up for quite a powerful shot. Montvilas now across. Montvilas looking to pass, and he didn't touch the ball correctly. That's a 2-on-1 violation. Tom Donner and Tommy Winters too close together. So now an indirect free kick coming up. Naglis Montvilas going to take the kick. Montvilas across to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, not a lot of pace on that. Sean Donner tries to clear the ball out. McNichol is there with it. That ball off of Tom Donner. And there's contact. Play continues. Advantage called by the official. Tom Donner pushing Naglis Montvilas down the floor. And now here's a chance for Midlands United. Can they do anything with it? Naglis Montvilas, nice turn, but Tom Donner is there to rip the ball off of Montvilas. Kick in coming up. Midlands United trying to get on the board. Tom Donner going to take the kick. Tommy Winters is dropped back into the goal area. Sean Donner placing himself in that DCU Storm wall. Connor Troy at the far post. Donner misses the ball, and it just spins out for a goal kick. Wasted opportunity there. Flanagan sends that ball all the way down the floor, and you couldn't place it much better than that. Really pinning Midlands United deep in their own side. That ball gets behind McNichol. Sean Donner taking on O'Sullivan. Emer O'Sullivan trying to turn Sean Donner. That ball last touching off of O'Sullivan. That ball lost by Tom Donner. McNichol, O'Sullivan couldn't do anything with that ball, so Connor Troy is just going to let it roll out. Another kick-in coming up for Midlands United. 26 minutes. Midlands still looking for that first goal. Donner looking to kick out, but it goes off of McNichol. McNichol, that ball rolling out of play. It's going to be a kick in for DCU Storm. That ball comes all the way across. It's cut off by Sean Donner. Good job. Now Tom Donner racing down the floor. McNichol trying to get in front of him to stop him from moving down the floor. She does it, but not until Tom Donner gets into the DCU goal area. Nice take by EPFA McNichol. A little bit more possession so far in the second half for Midlands United, but no goals have resulted from it. Let's see if they can get one. Donner, McNichol, the pass off to Montvilas. Naglis Montvilas. Tom Donner getting around Montvilas, but Montvilas gets that ball and heads down the floor. Nice turn by Naglis Montvilas. Close to a 2-on-1 violation, but O'Sullivan did not get out of the way in time. McNichol, nicely done. McNichol taking a shot. Tommy Winters. Nice move by Tom Donner to collect that ball. McNichol, the kick out. Sean Donner tries to pass over to Connor Troy, but McNichol cuts it off. That ball out of play. Last touching off of Sean Donner. So kick in coming up, DCU Storm. Montvilas set to kick. Now O'Sullivan will head over to the far post. Montvilas going to try to go all the way across. O'Sullivan with it. Saved by Sean Donner. O'Sullivan with the ball. O'Sullivan looking to kick back out to McNichol. McNichol puts that ball on goal. And we're going to get a 2-on-1 violation. Now, that's a really tough call. The goal box is 5 meters from top to bottom. And although Tommy Winter was right along the goal line, Tom Donner was still outside of the goal area. So the referee, however, has determined that it was a 2-on-1 violation. So an indirect free kick coming up. EPFA McNichol. O'Sullivan back across Montvilas, cut off by Sean Donner. Connor Troy. O'Sullivan sends the ball into the area. McNichol over to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, good passing from DCU Storm. Ball out of play. Montvilas, that ball bouncing off the back of Sean Donner into Tom Donner, who's now clearing the area. Tom Donner pushing into the DCU Storm goal area. Donner looking for some space. He's not going to be able to push through the defenders. Let's see if he can find an open area. And there's a little contact. And the pass out for a kick in. Now, Tom Donner going to take the kick. That ball going off of McNichol. Another kick in coming up for Midlands United. 31st minute. And again, Midlands United still looking for that first goal. And now a kick in again. Well, actually, I think this time they're going to say it was a corner kick. So a corner kick coming up for Midlands United. The center referee readjusting the goalpost to ensure that it's in place. Now, Sean Donner, Tom Donner, cut off by McNichol. Sean Donner again into McNichol. Now EPFA McNichol sends the ball out. Very dangerous as Sean Donner was there, but now McNichol. 2-on-1 violation. Naglis Montvilas getting too close to the action, and so it's going to be an indirect free kick coming up for Midlands United. Naglis Montvilas looking to jump. Another 2-on-1 violation called, and an even better position for Midlands United. Can they score here?
That's it, Sean. Remember the last one? Don't look the pitch.
That ball, Sean Donner tried to move out of the way to let that ball slide through, but he couldn't do it. Now a fight in the corner. And Tom Donner just a little too overzealous, sends the ball out for a DCU goal kick. Referee warning both Montvilas and Sean Donner to ease up on the contact away from the ball. So you have to believe a warning will lead to a yellow card at some point if it continues. EPFA McNichol stripping the ball away, but Tom Donner doing well to go back. But now a contact foul again on EPFA McNichol. That's the second time she's been called for that. McNichol, the pass to Naglis Montvilas. Nicely done by Tom Donner. Sends the ball down the floor. Connor Troy on the wrong side of the ball. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. A goal kick coming up for DCU Storm. Flanagan. Monvilas back to McNichol. McNichol sends it right into Donner. Emer O'Sullivan passes the ball into Donner, who's doing pretty well to cut off the DCU passing lanes. And now EPFA McNichol trying to make a run down the floor, and there's heavy contact. Play continues though. It looks like the referee wants to blow the whistle, but play allowed to continue. Nagos Monvilas strips the ball from Sean Donner, and Tommy Winters almost lost it there. Two-on-one violation called. So free kick coming up for Midlands United. 37th minute. And Midlands United continue to be shut out here. Sean Donner, McNichol. Donner loses the ball. McNichol did very well there to strip the ball away. A pass intended for O'Sullivan is intercepted, but O'Sullivan gets it back. Good read by Sean Donner there. Referee's going to call a 2-on-1 violation on DC Storm Midlands United. Time winding down here. Donner looking to go quickly. He had Connor Troy open for just a moment. And now Donner, Sean Donner across. Connor Troy with a shot. And that ball almost sneaks through. Connor Troy with an opportunity here, but he can't take advantage of it. And it looks like Patrick Flanagan got banged up a little bit there. Connor Troy had open space to score, but he couldn't convert. Again, Flanagan looked like he got banged up there when he and McNichol collided. DCU Storm do have a couple players available to substitute into the match if needed, but it looks like Flanagan's going to be okay. We're going to have a set ball just outside the goal area. McNichol, the pass across, O'Sullivan takes it. Donner right into O'Sullivan. Donner. Sean Donner taken down the floor by McNichol. Now, EPFA McNichol looking to pass. No one there to pass it to. So Tom Donner comes up and takes the ball. EPFA McNichol now across. Emer O'Sullivan, that ball cut off. Now, Sean Donner, the last to touch that corner kick coming up for DCU Storm, but a 2-on-1 violation being called. I think McNichol looking for an explanation. Indirect free kick coming up. DCU Storm already in the lead 2-0. We're in added time here. Monvilas, O'Sullivan across to McNichol. McNichol couldn't latch onto that. And we are going to get a substitution. Patrick Flanagan looks like he's coming off, and it looks like coming on in his place Eric Moran, also coming off from Douglas Monvilas, and coming on for him, Keith Hayes. That kick, Connor Troy. We're going to get a 2-on-1 violation on Hayes and McNichol. Tom Donner looking to take a quick kick, but he didn't really get the accuracy he wanted on that. Connor Troy picks it up. Troy out to Donner. Donner looking to pass across, but McNichol is there. The pass to Hayes, cut off by Donner. And the referee blows the final whistle. 2 early goals in the first half are all that were needed for DCU Storm to come away with the victory and claim 5th place. We're going to take a break when we come back. Excuse me. When we come back at 2:30 local time, 1:30 GMT, the 3rd place match, the battle of 2 English sides, Aspire FC and Northern Thunder, and then the championship match at 4 p.m. local time, 3 p.m. GMT, Osh versus Grafto. But until then, we're going to take a break. You're watching the 2018 EPFA Champions Cup, 3rd place and 1st place coming up after the break.